So this is the end of day 6 and still have all the same items, nothing has changed except for my flasks. These 4 utility flasks are now 20 quality, this one didn't have quality in it before. So that's pretty much it. Well, something has changed. My gems are now level to 20, so I used GCP recipe to make them 20 quality on a few of them. So Kazan Hit did that, Ice Bite, Herald of Ice, Spark I have on here did that, Added Lightning did that, the Spark. Arc did it, not going to use Arc or Added Lightning. Faster Projectiles, Pierce, Spell Echo. Faster attacks, Welling Blades. I decided not to do it with Control Destruction because the more multiplier goes down to 25, and that is pretty much the only reason to have it. And the only thing you would gain with 20 quality would be 10 increased spell damage. And honestly, I don't really care about more spell damage in reality. Spell damage is fine, so all I'm going for is something like this. So, well, projectile damage, but this one is also spell damage. Good. So this one increased attack speed and cast speed. So this is something I would go for. Of course, the heralds are very good. The Herald of Thunder also, I did the same. Get the 15% to cold and 15% to lightning. Flame dash for the increased attack speed or cast speed. What else? Nothing else, I assume. Yeah, these are closed now down here in the Valspark department. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I did not use currency actually today. But I did get maps, which I'm very pleased with. Well, not amazing maps, but I do have a reliable source of tier 9-10 now, which it's pretty sweet. The biggest problem I have is actually getting chisels. Chisels are extremely expensive, so 2 chisels cost 1 chaos. 15 whetstones, or 10 whetstones even, cost 1 chaos to use in the chisel recipe. I mean, it's really expensive. So I've been saving, so I've been picking up whetstones and armor scraps and all the hammers. I've been using all of those, but I mean, you only get so far when you do this. It takes quite a while to get. So you can see all these spaces here, where you can see 6. These has all been hammers. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything? Don't know if I showed this yet, but I got a weapon I actually wanted for quite some time now. I got this one. Yeah, there is, and I bought this one actually for 50. What was it? I think 1.1k coins, which I thought was cheap enough to buy it. Maybe it was 800 actually. I think it was 800. Anyways, so but this one is like 2.5 exalt here. I'm not going to sell it because I actually want to try it. I have a 6 link on standard, and it's going to be transferred there, so I want to try it there. Yeah. What else? Nothing really. I found one of these. Nothing special. I found this, which is also not special. I haven't really found anything. I have a lot of these now. So let's see. So I have 1, 2, I have 1. Is this also? Okay, so I have 3 of these now. Which I'm, oh, and these. So I have all these now. And I am going to sell them, but I'm going to wait until like the last day of the league or something, or at some point when I'm frustrated or something. The same with all the sorcerer's boots. What else? I have a lot of belt tabs here because I'm going to also try and chance for that at some point. And that's pretty much it. Then I have all these, which I've shown quite a few times now, I think. So that's pretty much it. I have a lot of these tabs are just, so tab 13 here, so this is how it looks when I open my stash. And the two first I haven't really moved, but this tab and this tab, so I use the 4 first tabs as dump tabs, and every time one of these gets filled up, I take it, drag it, and move it all the way down here to where you can see these tabs are, and they just get put in here, and then I go and grab a new tab and drag it down there. So that's pretty much why it looks like that. It's just convenient, and yeah, it's not so good later, but right now it has a function, and at some point I need to like grab all the gates and stuff, so that's also going to free up some space, and like uniques, and uniques I don't need and stuff like that. So I did actually die to the PoE server or something, because I got so far. So lockstep, if you know how the lockstep mechanic actually works, and you would know what I'm talking about here. So I got so far behind the server that my screen actually froze for like 5 seconds, and I couldn't, I could do everything because I could hear my potions popping and everything, but I was standing on a Brandis box with blue mobs and or blue pack, and a Beyond mob spawned, the lightning guy. So I tried to pop all my potions and keep casting, because if I keep casting, then because of let me actually kill that dude. Where are you? Oh, you're not that. Oh, this is the wrong one. There we are. So if I keep casting, then Life Leech will keep me alive, because I have 100% PS chance now. So it's actually really, really reliable. But because I couldn't see anything, I kind of panicked at the last and tried to run back and stuff. I don't know what happened because I couldn't see anything. But so I clicked Alt 4 and got out and logged back in, and I had lost experience. I lost like 13 ranks on the leaderboard thingy, on ladder. So I knew I had died because I didn't notice how much I had, but now I'm back at where I was. So it would have been a 33% towards 92, which I'm quite happy with. I got, what, 1 level today? I actually thought I would get 2, but I didn't actually play that much. Been online all day, but I didn't really like effectively playing. I didn't play that much, and you can see my experience per hour is really low. I'm not going very fast. So the problem for me is in a map like Academy, if I roll anything on it, like attack mods or something, then I have to be a little bit careful. So I can't just like run all the time and just run into monsters and hope I don't die, because I will. If I don't attack them, then I will die. So the experience per hour gets like a little low, so like 50-60k or 50-60 million per hour. This also reflects that I died, of course. And if I do, let's say, tier 7 maps or something like that, which is like, what is that, 4 tiers lower, then I can, like the Jungle Valley or something like that, I can just run through it and don't care at all. But then I will get around 35 million per hour or something, and I can change them much faster, but it's not as fun. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a difficult spot to really, because the economy for me is really what's putting a strain on it. So when I don't have enough chisels, then I have to run something like a torture chamber or whatever. I even run I run any map really. I also ran out of alchemies, so I spent a lot of regrets getting alchemies, which you can do at the vendor. It's not the best, but at some point, if I run out again, I mean, I will have. I will start using currency. I don't know yet, because I don't know if I want to change my my character a little bit. I am thinking about doing that. Sure, let's check this out. What damage? Yeah, you can stay here. So that's pretty much it for now. I mean, tomorrow I'm going for at least finishing 92, maybe more. I don't know. But then I'm going to change a lot of items, I think. I'm going to upgrade tomorrow. I kind of want to upgrade. And tomorrow is the last Beyond in this. What is that called? So, the cycle, I mean. So, tomorrow ends at, what is it? Domination. What do we actually have here? We have Domination, Torment, Invasion, and Beyond. So they end tomorrow, and we get something new on day 8. I cannot remember what it is, but it is not Beyond, and it's, well, it is Domination because that is on all the days now apparently, but the free others are getting swept away for something else, which they will come back later, but not the day after tomorrow. So yeah, that is basically it. Don't know if I missed anything. I don't think so. I couldn't really see what it would be. I mean, the character is going great, and after, yeah, so Peasantry. So I still have only done, I'm debating whether I should go and get this one, because it would actually help me a lot. But I don't know if I want to spend the time doing it. And I'm sorry, my scroll is broken. I'm trying to scroll out. So I did get all the way down here and did get the piercing shots. So now I have a 100% pierce chance. You can see it as the second last mod here. Or the second last blue scripture. I don't know what it is. So I did get that. I am considering doing a few things, but I mean, getting that so I have a 100% pierce chance is amazing. I mean, when I had 70%, so before I got this last node, 70%, you would assume that is really good, and it is really good. But the difference between having 70% and 100% is just unbelievable. Because of Call of the Brotherhood, I freeze a lot of the enemies I hit, and that really helps me staying alive, because if the monsters are frozen, they can't attack me. And this happens to like every single monster. So it is very, very defensive sound. I can actually, let me just go show that. I'll just take some random load team up here. What do we have? Not that. Not that. That's something a bit higher, please. And something a bit linear, like this one. So let's go do this. I might want to put that on again. I'm not gonna do the whole map, but I'll just show what I mean about defensive, because it freezes everything, and because before when I had 70%, so every time you hit a monster, then you have to roll if you pierce or not, and if it at some point, so if you hit like 5 monsters in a row, then the chance you're gonna pierce the 5th monster or even the 3rd monster is very low compared to the first one. So having 100% really makes a huge difference, and it's so noticeable. I was actually really surprised, but that's how it is. So especially see it when I don't crit, because then you can see monsters just getting lower and lower. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just gonna run. So I actually need that one, so I have to pick these up. So the Beyond thing does make it a bit laggy, especially when I'm recording this, and there are a lot of mods, and this happens, and that happens, and yeah. But it's very, very satisfying to play and it works really well. I mean, my focus is very far away from it's very far away from Valspark. My focus is purely on Spark. But Valspark still like kills stuff if I use it in these situations. It's very good against bosses. Whoa. So yeah, I'm actually very pleased with how it is doing. It is vulnerable to reflect, but I mean, unless you're running a reflect map, I don't see you dying. Maybe if you run a minus max or something and run into a reflect map, but not even then, because I do use topars, so I overcap my resistance a little. I don't know. I haven't had any problems. I'm not dying to reflect at all. Granted, I don't run reflect maps, just that wouldn't be possible, I think. But minus max and stuff like that, it doesn't matter. Even if I find like a single mob and I'm minus max, it doesn't really matter. That's fine. Also in the higher tiers, I want to say. So the highest I've been in, so red maps, which is where the minus max is the highest. So yeah, I have no problems doing that. So that is a return. So I don't even have to. Not that it matters, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how it's doing. Yeah, that lowers my experience power a lot. Doing a map like that, but it does give some currency now and then, especially those whetstones. So yeah, that's and now the server, I'm so far behind now apparently. Thank you. Wow, whatever. So yeah, that's it.